Have you ever found yourself standing in the kitchen, looking at a drawer full of gadgets, and thinking, which one of these do I actually need anymore? Or maybe you've struggled a bit with heavy pots or tricky can openers that just don't cooperate the way they used to. You're not alone. As we get a little older, the kitchen, the heart of the home, can start to feel less like a place of joy and more like a bit of a challenge. But here's the good news. With just a few smart changes, your kitchen can become even more welcoming, safer, and easier to enjoy than ever before. Today, we're going to talk about the 10 must-have kitchen essentials that make cooking, prepping, and even cleaning up a whole lot simpler and more comfortable, no matter your age. And let me tell you, these aren't fancy gadgets you'll use once and forget about. These are true helpers, reliable, easy-to-use tools that can make a real difference every single day. So let's jump right into it, starting with something that may seem basic but is truly a game-changer. Lightweight, easy-grip cookware. Think about the last time you tried to lift a heavy, cast-iron skillet. It's a workout on its own, isn't it? We're dealing with arthritis, weaker grip strength, or just want to avoid unnecessary strain. Heavy cookware is no friend of yours. That's why switching to lightweight, non-stick pots and pans with easy grip, ergonomic handles can be such a relief. Imagine reaching for a pan and not having to brace yourself for the effort. Just a light lift, a smooth handle that fits comfortably in your hand. It almost feels like it's working with you, not against you. And it's not just about convenience. Lightweight cookware can also reduce the risk of accidents like dropping hot food or struggling at the stove. Little changes like this aren't about giving up. They're about setting ourselves up to thrive. Now, speaking of thriving, let's talk about another must-have, an electric opener. If you've ever wrestled with one of those manual ones, you know the ones that make you feel like you're trying to crack open a safe, you'll understand why this small tool is such a big deal. An electric can opener might seem like a minor upgrade, but once you have one, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. No more squeezing and twisting, no more sore wrists. Just a quick push of a button, and you're done. Whether you're opening a can of soup for lunch or prepping ingredients for dinner, it saves time, saves energy, and honestly, it just makes cooking a lot more enjoyable. And here's something even better. Many newer models are cordless, lightweight, and designed with large, easy-to-press buttons, perfect for those of us who appreciate a little extra simplicity. While we're on the topic of making life easier, let's move over to something that quietly supports almost everything you do in the kitchen, a good anti-fatigue floor mat. You might not think about the kitchen floor until your feet and back are aching halfway through making dinner. But standing for long periods, even just 15 or 20 minutes at a time, can be tough on the body, especially if you're dealing with joint pain or lower back issues. An anti-fatigue mat provides gentle cushioning that helps reduce the pressure on your joints and spine. It feels almost like a little spring under your feet, encouraging better posture and helping you stay comfortable much longer. Picture this. You're chopping veggies, stirring a pot, setting the table, all while standing on a surface that actually helps your body instead of punishing it. It's such a small change, but it can make such a big difference in how much energy you have left after a meal is ready. Another kitchen essential that brings a surprising amount of comfort is a sturdy step stool with a handle. Now, I know, none of us want to admit we need a little boost reaching those top shelves. But a safe, sturdy stool can mean the difference between getting what you need independently and risking a dangerous fall. The best step stools for seniors aren't like the wobbly little things you might remember from years ago. Look for one with a wide base, non-slip feet, and a strong handle you can hold on to as you step up. Confidence is key. When you know you can reach up safely, whether it's the holiday dishes, that jar of pickles you love, or even just your favorite mug, it feels empowering. It reminds you that a little smart planning can keep you feeling strong and capable every day. And finally, as we round out this first part of our list, there's a kitchen tool that's just pure kindness in a small package. Easy-to-read measuring cups and spoons. Tiny numbers printed on shiny metal are not a senior's best friend. No one needs to be squinting over a recipe or worrying about getting the measurements wrong just because the markings have faded or are too small to see. That's why larger, high-contrast measuring tools are so helpful. Clear, bold numbers, color coding, even oversized handles for better grip. It all makes cooking feel more fun again, instead of feeling like a test of eyesight and dexterity. Imagine baking cookies for the grandkids, or measuring out the perfect amount of oatmeal for your breakfast without the frustration. Clear, simple tools bring back the joy. All right, we've already seen how just a few thoughtful upgrades, like lightweight cookware, an electric and opener, an anti-fatigue mat, a sturdy step stool, and easy-to-read measuring cups, can make such a difference in our kitchens and our confidence. Now that we're starting to see how a few thoughtful tools can transform the way we move around our kitchens, let's keep going. There are even more little helpers that can bring joy, comfort, and independence back to your everyday cooking. One thing that deserves a spotlight, especially if you love preparing fresh fruits and vegetables, is a safe, ergonomic knife. When we think about kitchen knives, most of us picture those big, heavy blades that can be more intimidating than helpful. But nowadays, there are knives specifically designed with seniors in mind. Imagine a lightweight knife with a soft, non-slip handle that fits comfortably in your hand, reducing wrist strain. Many even come with finger guards or safety features built in. With the right knife, cutting becomes smoother, easier, and, most importantly, much safer. You don't have to press down so hard or worry about losing your grip. Whether you're slicing a tomato, chopping herbs, or cutting up an apple for a snack, a good knife feels almost like an extension of your hand, not a challenge to conquer. Speaking of cutting, another gem that's worth its weight in gold is a cutting board with non-slip edges. Have you ever had a cutting board slide around on the counter just as you're about to chop something? It's not just annoying, it can be downright dangerous. A sturdy cutting board with rubber grips or non-slip corner stays put exactly where you need it, giving you peace of mind. Plus, some models even have slight grooves around the edges to catch juices from fruits, veggies, or meats, helping to keep your kitchen tidy and clean. Less slipping, less mess, less worry. It's one of those simple upgrades that really earns its place in your daily routine. Now, while we're in the spirit of making life easier, let's talk about one of the handiest tools in any senior kitchen, a microwave with large buttons and a clear display. Microwaves have been kitchen staples for decades now, but not all microwaves are created equal when it comes to senior-friendly features. The tiny, hard-to-press buttons and confusing settings on some models can be downright frustrating. That's why it's worth finding a microwave designed with simplicity in mind. Big, easy-to-read buttons, a bright display, maybe even one-touch cooking setting for things like reheating coffee or cooking oatmeal. Imagine warming up your lunch without fumbling for your glasses, without second-guessing which button to push. It's fast, it's simple, and it just makes sense. After all, the less we have to struggle with technology, the more time and energy we have to enjoy the little things, like savoring that warm bowl of soup on a cozy afternoon. Another essential that doesn't always get enough attention, but makes a surprising difference, is a kettle with an automatic shutoff. If you're someone who enjoys a hot cup of tea, coffee, or even just a little warm water with lemon in the morning, having a reliable kettle can be such a blessing. And the newer electric kettles are designed not just for speed, but for safety. The automatic shutoff feature ensures that once the water boils, the kettle turns itself off. No worrying about forgetting it on the stove or overheating. Plus, many of them have cool touch exteriors and easy pour spouts, which means fewer burns, fewer spills, and a whole lot more peace of mind. It's one of those tools that quietly protects your independence by removing small but real risks before they even happen. And while we're making daily life safer and smoother, there's one more essential that I truly believe belongs in every senior kitchen: a set of easy open food storage containers. We've all wrestled with stubborn plastic lids or containers that seem almost glued shut, haven't we? But nowadays, there are fantastic options designed specifically for easier access. Think soft seal lids, large tabs to grab onto, lightweight materials that aren't a battle to lift. Clear sides, so you can see what's inside without having to open everything. It's such a small thing, but being able to store your leftovers, your snacks, even your ingredients in containers that open and close easily can save a surprising amount of energy and frustration. Plus, they help keep your kitchen organized, your food fresher longer, and your mind a little more at ease. Each one of these tools, From the ergonomic knife to the easy open containers, isn't about making you feel like you need help. It's about making sure you have the right partners in the kitchen, tools that respect your strength, honor your independence, and keep you enjoying the simple pleasures of cooking and eating well. Because here's the truth. The kitchen should be a place where you feel powerful, capable, and at home, not a place of frustration or risk. And when you surround yourself with tools that work with you, not against you, every meal becomes a little bit easier, a little bit safer, and a lot more enjoyable. Now, as we round out our list, let's look at a few final kitchen companions that truly complete the picture of a senior-friendly, joyful space. One thing that often goes overlooked, but is so important, is a handheld jar opener. Have you ever faced one of those stubborn jars that just refuses to budge, no matter how much you twist and strain? We've all been there, and honestly, it's not just frustrating. It can also be dangerous if you end up hurting your wrist or losing your balance trying to open it. That's why a handheld jar opener is such a simple but powerful tool. Some models latch onto the lid with a firm grip and give you extra leverage, so it takes only a small twist to pop even the most stubborn jars open. Others are electric, meaning you simply place it on the lid, push a button, and the opener does all the work for you. Imagine opening a jar of homemade jam, pickles, or pasta sauce without a struggle, without asking for help, and without that sinking feeling of frustration. Just a little twist, a satisfying pop, and you're ready to enjoy. It's the kind of independence that feels good, not just physically but emotionally too. And speaking of enjoying things more easily, there's one last essential that I can't recommend highly enough: a lightweight, cordless hand blender. Blenders are fantastic tools for making everything from healthy smoothies to hearty soups, but traditional full-size models can be heavy, bulky, and a pain to clean. Pick 12A cordless hand blender, on the other hand, is all about simplicity and ease. You can puree a soup right in the pot, whip up a quick smoothie in your glass, or even make a little homemade applesauce without hauling out big equipment or creating a mess. Most cordless models today are lightweight, well-balanced, and have easy-to-use buttons. No wrestling, no heavy lifting. They're perfect for seniors who want to keep making nutritious, delicious meals without the hassle. Plus, they open the door to so many creative options in the kitchen. A warm pumpkin soup on a chilly evening? Fresh whipped cream for strawberries? It's all possible, and it's all easy. When you think about it, every one of these essentials, from the lightweight cookware all the way down to the cordless hand blender, shares the same goal: making your kitchen a place of joy, confidence, and connection. Because here's the heart of it all. Cooking isn't just about food. It's about memories. It's about gathering with family and friends, sharing laughter over a cup of tea, or simply preparing a nourishing meal for yourself with love. It's about maintaining your independence, your creativity, and your happiness. And you deserve to have a kitchen that supports you every step of the way. So, if there's one message I hope you take away from today, it's this: you don't have to struggle. With the right tools, simple, smart, senior-friendly essentials, your kitchen can be a place where you move with ease, cook with joy, and feel empowered to keep living your best, fullest life. You might start small. Maybe you swap out that old heavy frying pan for a lightweight one with a soft handle. Maybe you treat yourself to a microwave that actually makes life easier. Each little change adds up, and pretty soon, you'll notice a difference not just in how you cook, but in how you feel every time you step into your kitchen. And that's the beauty of it. Small changes, big difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite kitchen tool that's made life easier? Or is there one you've been thinking about trying? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. I always love reading about the tips and experiences from our wonderful community. And if you found today's video helpful, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It really helps more amazing seniors like you find this channel. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips, ideas, and inspiration to make every day brighter, healthier, and more joyful. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Until next time, remember, you are strong, capable, and absolutely deserving of a kitchen and a life that supports you in every way. Here's to happy cooking, happy living, and embracing every wonderful moment ahead.